Number the Stars by Lois Lowry Chapter 1. Why are you running?
I race you to the corner, Ellen. Ready?
No, I can't beat you. My legs aren't as long. Can we just walk like civilized people?
We have to practice for the athletic meet on Friday. I know I'm going to win the girls' race this week. I was second last week, but I've been practicing every day. Come on, Ellen, please.
Oh, alright. Ready?
Go!
Wait for me!
Anne-Marie outdistanced her friend quickly. Even though one of her shoes came untied as she sped along the street called the Straw Brigade, past the small shops and cafes of her neighborhood here in northeast Copenhagen. Laughing, she skirted an elderly lady in black who carried a shopping bag made of string. A young woman pushing a baby in a carriage moved aside to make a way. The corner was just ahead.
Halt!
The German word was as familiar as it was frightening. Anne-Marie had heard it often enough before, but it had never been directed at her until now. Behind her, Ellen also slowed and stopped. Far back, little Kirsty was plodding along, her face in a pout because the girls hadn't waited for her. Anne-Marie stared up. There were two of them. That meant 2 helmets, 2 sets of cold eyes glaring at her, and 4 tall shiny boots planted firmly on the sidewalk, blocking her path to home. And it meant 2 rifles gripped in the hands of the soldiers. She stared at the rifles first, then finally she looked into the face of the soldiers who had ordered her to halt.
Why are you running? I was racing with my friend. We have races at school every Friday, and I want to do well, so I...
Anne-Marie stopped what she's saying. Don't talk so much, she told herself. Just answer them, that's all. She glanced back. Ellen was motionless on the sidewalk, a few yards behind her. Farther back, Kirsty was still sulking and walking slowly towards the corner. Nearby, a woman had come to the doorway of a shop and was standing silently watching. One of the soldiers, the taller one, moved toward her. Anne-Marie recognized him as the one she and Ellen always called and whispered the giraffe, because of his height and the long neck that extended from his stiff collar. He and his partner were always on this corner.
What's in here? School books. Are you a good student? Yes. What is your name? Anne-Marie Johansen. Your friend. Is she a good student too? Better than me. What is her name? Ellen. And who is this? My little sister. She is pretty, like my own little girl. Go home, all of you. Go study your school books. And don't run. You look like hoodlums when you run.
I was so scared. Are you gonna tell your mother? I'm not. My mother's gonna be upset.
Me too. No, I won't either. Mama would probably scold me for running in the street.
In the Johansons' apartment, Mrs. Johansen and Mrs. Rosen are waiting for their daughters to arrive. The women are drinking what they call coffee, which is actually only herbs in the water because of the rationing. Kirsty gets to the door first and tells her mother what happened, exaggerating the story. Both mothers are concerned. Mrs. Johansen explains to Mrs. Rosen that the soldiers are edgy because of the latest resistance incident. Anne-Marie pretends not to be listening to the discussion. Her mother whispers that their friend Peter Nilsson has brought the illegal resistance newspaper, Die Freie Danske. But the truth is, Anne-Marie heard her parents talk sometimes at night about the news they received that way. News of sabotage against the Nazis, bombs hidden and exploded in the factories that produced war materials, and industrial lines damaged so that the goods couldn't be transported. And she knew what resistance meant. Her papa had explained when she overheard the word and asked. The resistance fighters were Danish people. No one knew who because they were very secret, who were determined to bring harm to the Nazis however they could. They damaged the German trucks and cars and bombed their factories. They were very brave. Sometimes they were caught and killed. The girls are to take a different route to school from now on, so the soldiers won't see them again. Mrs. Rosen leaves to talk to her daughter Ellen. The girls are hungry, but there is no little to eat. They have bread, but no butter. Kirsty longs out for a cupcake. Mrs. Johansson gently explains to her daughter that there is no sugar, and there will be none.
Why will there be cupcakes again?
When the war ends.